All right, a little bit of Grim Dawn, and I'm streaming a little bit on Steam just because why not? Okay. I wonder if that's too loud. Well, I think I'll turn that down just a little bit and actually turn the music up a little bit. Hopefully that works out. Delicious loot totem. Nothing too great. In fact, nothing really great at all. Now I'm second guessing if I should turn that down. Oh god, I hate audio. The biggest problem with audio is there's always like multiple controls always. Like you got the Windows control, I got the OBS control, I got my headphones control, I got the web browser control for the music, and it's like and you change one of them gets changed because of an update or something, and it just screws everything up, and so you're not sure if it's too loud or and it's just not it's not worth the time to try and go in there and then listen back to it and adjust everything. I mean, I suppose if I were a professional streamer and this was my job, I would do it, but if you're just doing it for fun, I think I'd just rather pull my toenails out with pliers. I kind of want to see if I can stream Dragon's Dogma 2, but I don't think I can because that game eats all of my resources. Which is weird because I can do X4 pretty good. Although I suppose it's mostly just because graphics card. You know what, maybe I will try it. Are this guy still talking? I can't even hear. It doesn't matter. Oh. I know what's happening. I think I know what's happening. There we go. Huh. I didn't know it would do that. Steam was not closed, but it was minimized. But the video stayed playing in Steam. So I was hearing myself in the background, which was horrible. Okay, whatever. I wonder if there's a skill that sucks everyone up into a single spot. I don't know if this game has that. However, I am starting to feel the pain. I'm starting to take damage from things. Like obviously, I just started on elites, but even all the way like on normal mode, all the way to the end boss, I was, well, not all the way. There was there were some growing pains there, but like the last 1/3 of the game, vanilla game, I was just, and beyond, both expansions, I just pretty much face tanked everything except for one thing. But now I'm starting to not only take a little bit of damage, but taking damage from trash mobs, which is kind of worrisome. Because I don't have a huge amount of growth to go in defense. It's always a damn shield. Like I got a little bit for my whatchamacallits resistances, but not a huge amount, except for pierce. My piercing went down lately, but after that, it's kind of like it's just stacking armor, and if I'm taking magic and other damage, then I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't survive. Just stack HP, I guess. Oh, I'm all trying to attack these guys. I'm like, normal humans, get them. I think if I do another character in him soon, it's gonna have to be like a mage character. I don't do a lot of mage characters. I know what made me because I've had Grim Dawn for a long time, and I got mostly through it on one character. But what brought me back was I just had the idea that I wanted to make a spell sword type character, but it doesn't. None of the games ever really cater to that. Honestly, it's kind of like you can use a sword and be a caster, but it's usually you're still just using a sword as normal, or you're using it. They don't really make a good way to hybridize them, right? It would be nice if they I would really like to see some sort of spell sword style, or more, you know, that either it can either integrate or at least work well. Because most of the time, it's like if you go to some of these more open-ended RPGs and you say, okay, well, I'm gonna use a sword but still be a caster, is the sword's kind of useless because it's just it's either completely separate from your skill set, or you dilute your skill points or whatever, depending on the type of game. So you can't really use sword magic efficiently. And they could go about it a couple ways. You could do the whole the kind of magical enhancement style spell sword, or you could just do something like where you get a bonus, or you get some sort of middling bonus to both of them if you have a sword in hand and an empty offhand. So you cast and parry and like there's a lot of ways to make some sort of hybrid like that, but you just don't see it a lot. Like you can do it in some of the Dungeons and Dragon based games. Ooh, you hurt. See, and you could do something like this. Like instead of the revenge, it's like a firebolt to the face or something. Out we go. All right. I guess we'll go this way. Oh, Ruin Shrine. Nice. It's been a couple days, so I already kind of forgot which way I was going. Oh yeah, the Kraken. And that means I'm going to have 4 more. That's not too bad for what I'm doing, but I think I need to find something that's defensive for my last kind of... I mean, I guess I could just do regen. I'll have to look at it some more. The defensive ability, yeah. Armor and physique. I'm not using a shield, that would be a waste. All right. All right. And then I wait till I kill Crowley, and then he runs away like a little girl. Deathlord's Tome. This is just a cavern? I don't think I've been here before. I don't know if I just missed it because of the dynamite in the regular, or if it's something that opens up only after you beat, or only in Elite, but I am fairly certain I have not been here before. Or at least I've not been in this way. Maybe this is... Maybe I have been here. Oh no, I have been here. I just have never come in through that entrance. At this point, I almost think I should just turn off the green. But every once in a while, I find a green that's pretty good. Dynamite! Give me the dynamite. I need to wipe off my screen. I got a little bit of dust on it. Hold on. I don't know why I just noticed. I guess it was just the lighting that kind of. Wipe. There we go. A little bit of splotches there. I guess I gotta get some cleaner too. Yeah. Little bird is sometimes a messy eater and ends up occasionally flinging crap. Not actual crap, but food around. Like if he eats something messy, he'll start flopping his head around like a dog. I don't think they have any consequences one way or the other. I don't know. I know some of them do, but it's not like this is a full-on. Yo, I've never killed these dudes. I didn't kill these in the first ones. Woo. That's why I didn't kill them, because they just fucking murdered me like it was nothing. Well, that sucked. That hasn't happened in a while. The worst part is that essentially means there's, well, except for running around like an idiot, I can't really beat them. I hate running around like an idiot. What is it? What can be done? Continue. Yeah. There you go. I think I already know that one. Oh, do I not? Although what I think I should be doing is I should probably be crafting those right there. I could have sworn I had another. All right, let's consume one. Why not? I'm not big on using those because I always forget to. Holy. Yes. All right. Problem is, my armor absorption is at 100%, so it doesn't really need that. My bleed. Oh, I could use a little bit of bleeding. Defense. And what does this give me any sort of just all retaliation? Physique and health, that might just be well, and armor percentage. I mean, it's all good in its own way, but what level are we at here? Um. Yeah, I'm not having any issues killing anyone right now, so I will go with that's not the only thing I'll get out of that is some stun and freeze duration. Although if I get enough armor absorption through here, I can ditch one of the enchants, I believe. And this is armor absorption and damage absorption. Is that different? It seems like it would be different, but I don't know. See, that's really weird. I hate when they do that. They got things that are kind of like. Okay, I gotta. Grim Dawn damage absorption. Incoming damage, flat percentage. Okay, so okay, well, then we will take that one. So it is another layer that is separate from the it is separate from armor absorption. Except I don't like that it doesn't really show it though. Ow, 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 ow. Fucking goddamn. I don't like the fact that I'm missing so much, too.
That skill's not ready.
Ah,
Can't do that yet.
that shit is... Oh, fuck off. You gotta be kidding me. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, that's an unwinnable fight, at least for the gear and class I am. And the worst part is you don't know what kind of damage it's doing, so you have no idea. Not that it matters, because I don't think even at the lowest, I guess it'd be physical harm, I guess.
Keep your weapons
Well,
ready.
I suppose if it was physical harm, then I could probably re-gear to get it, but if it's anything else, then there's no way I'll ever beat him.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
There's nothing you can do against a sudden one-shot. Ooh, vitality and chaos damage to rings and amulets. And these are augments. How much are they? Oh my gosh. One. Let's see what other ones are. That's nothing that I want. Nothing that I want. It's weapons. That's one-handed. Two-handed weapons. Maybe that one for now. Okay, I'll do it on these ones. What do I get? I get Rot Boom. And I'll go ahead and do... Well... I guess I'll do that.
Put it to good use.
I guess I could put another one in. We'll leave that one open in case I find something I want. All right, let's go get my XP back. I mean, I suppose I got more damage. I could try and fight him. No, I don't want to try and fight him again. Oh shoot, he's... I'm so stupid.
That skill's not ready.
I did it. I did it mostly because he was still damaged, but still. Okay, that guy was just. It was just certainly just a bad pairing because that guy just got obliterated. Yeah. God. Come on. I wish it would just. I dislike this because the way they do these. Sometimes you got. I need to remember. That's a teleport, but sometimes it's a pain to get up there. You'll even actually go around there, and it'll just start making you run in circles. Other than that, it's also kind of, since it all blends in, it's like a pain in the butt to see where the actual ramp is. It's like you're sitting there going, okay, it's just a bunch of wood stuck together. Where's the ramp? See, I was trying to do that, but for some reason it wasn't doing it there. But see, and then that shit, where it does a weird U-turn kind of thing. That's just standard ARPG crap, though. I haven't seen any purples drop yet. I'm kind of disappointed. Of course, I guess I've only done 2? 2 of the totems? Yeah, I think so. But I've done a couple bosses, none of them drop purples. That makes me sad on the inside and the outside. You know what I wish they would add? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's too late because the expansion's probably pretty much done, but I wish they would add pets that would run around, not only loot, but they would open containers for you. Like maybe you have to level them. You start out with a pet, and first all it does is it runs around and loots things for you. And then the next level will open a certain tier, maybe not tier, but maybe they'd have to make a new, like, there'll be like chests, regular chests, environmental chests, you know, like the rocks and the bone piles and stuff. And as you upgrade your pet, it could slowly open more and more of those for you and loot them. And so eventually you don't have to worry about, you know, running over here and looting this at all. Your pet will just run over there and loot it for you. That would be fantastic. Like this rock here. Maybe let's start at rocks. It's like, okay, well, we can first here we can get the rocks and bodies, and I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to loot anymore. I don't want to run around and loot anymore. Ooh, oh, it's just a quest item. I was like, ooh, purple. I don't know why I picked that up. It's just going to be in my inventory forever. Okay, so now here we are again. Oh, man. I wonder if there's something that just absorb. Okay, so there's this one. Energy absorbed from spells. I think that's all it is. Okay. I don't know if that stops the damage though, or if that just converts the, you know, it gives you just equal amount of, or not equal, but whatever percentage of energy. I should probably look that up too. Okay, that's not too bad. Although avoiding melee attacks when you got so much retaliation, it's kind of like, why have the retaliation? So ooh, this one might be pretty good though. The physique's not bad. Armor and retaliation damage, and then physique, armor, and retaliation. I think I might go with the Hound. That will give me physique and armor. The shield would be wasted. Physique and armor, or physical damage and armor, which is good. That one's kind of eh. Let's see, defensive ability, physique, armor, and armor absorption, which I don't need armor absorption, and shield block, which is garbage for me. Offensive crit damage. What's here? Elemental damage. Excuse me. Of course, I was thinking about the Wolverine because then they get some defensive, and then retaliation, defensive, movement speed, armor, and retaliation. Because I only have 3 left actually. 1, 2, 3, and that would only get me. And I think the dog is only 3, right? And that will give me 70 retaliation damage and armor by percentage, which is probably better. Yeah, definitely better. So I think I am actually going to go with Doggo. Because I don't see anything else going to be better for 3 points. Okay. We go Doggo. Good Doggo. Oh no, I will get 3 points. Well, it don't matter. I still think Doggo is my best option. I'll just have an extra point to throw in something random. Doggo, always best Doggo. You know, I find it kind of weird that they got these factions, but they don't really seem to do anything at all. I mean, the friendly one does, because you can eventually buy things, but it's kind of like, what's the point in having factions for like the Eldritch Horrors, the Ethereals? I guess it was probably attached to some idea that just they never went through with, like being able to side with them or something. Oh, okay. I take that back. Additional hero spawns. Okay, but I mean, still, is that all? Just additional hero spawns and nemesis spawns? I feel like they could have done something just a little bit more creative with that. I still think it would have been fun to have it almost like like a single player MOBA where
What do you want?
we're gonna pay. Do. But as I was saying, I'm horrible at multitasking, so... Ooh, what's this? One-handed. But it would have been cool if it was kind of done like a MOBA, so you had like a Chthonian, like sort of, not fully like a MOBA, but instead of just having kind of static spawns and stuff like that, you'd have them, like if Double Crossing was your home base, you'd have you'd have the Chthonians coming down this way and attacking, and then you'd have the Ethereals coming down this way and attacking, and you had to build it up and push them back. And the more, all those people that you rescue will be defenders and stuff. That would have been cool. Gather resources, build walls and towers and stuff. In addition to having kind of like, I mean, I suppose it don't matter too much. It's not like nobody really expects ARPGs to be story driven, and most people kind of ignore it. Even though I do like the story here, but it's not its main. It's not its main selling point. Fine. And it feels like they kind of missed that chance in V Rising too. Would have worked really well with V Rising, because V Rising already has half the stuff they need for that. It's just supposed to be, it's just PvP focused, but what happens when you start losing people and the PvP? That's one of the biggest problem with all games that kind of do the PvP focus, is once you start losing players, it's gonna start rolling out of control, because that's your content. I'm not even going to look at any of them. I'm just going to look at what I picked up, which was this thing. Vitality damage, yes, does nothing. Okay, it does nothing for me. Just flat out. I don't even have to look that hard. Ooh. Except for the lightning part, it looks pretty decent. As far as the set bonus, that is. Like a 3 set would be... Well, it's only 3% over. But a 3 set wouldn't be too bad. Dynamite! Oh, I'm supposed to talk to him first. Where's Elsa? Why are you after the prison? This ends now. Okay, well I can face tank him. It's like the overworld, if that's what you call them. The other bosses are harder than the story bosses. Ooh, Voidfire. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to replace because that extra that it does to the cadence and stuff is just too good. Oh. Oh. Go me. Yes. Give rock. Yeah, I lost the mouse. Let's go kill some undead. Sure, maybe we should go back and... Actually, I know there's a... I can see it. There's a couple, a shrine and a totem. Go get those and then head back and sell stuff and turn in the quests. Time warped walkers. Ooh. Give. Give. Let's take a look. See. Oh, look, another. Interesting. So let's see. I would lose the physical damage, but I'd gain the chaos damage. I think that will give me more DPS by itself. I'll get gain speed. I'll gain physical resistance, which is good. Ooh, but that 25% poison and acid resistant loss would be huge. Huge. But what will it do? It doesn't really make my DPS go up much. And what, I got the Mark of the Traveler. Well, that's a bummer. I hate these skeletons. I can hardly see them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do need new glasses anyways, but I don't think they're that bad. It could be that bad, I don't know. Ah, chill, birdo, birdo. What are you doing, huh? Quit being crazy, bird. Return to death. Oh. Oh, it's a quest item. I thought it was lore that I lost, or missed. Doopy doopy doo, doggy doggy, doggy doggy dog. 6% armor and 30% retaliation, which also should increase my DPS because I got. Oh, it doesn't. Well, they lied to me. Yeah, because one of those skills said convert deep. Not convert, but. There you go, 9% of retaliation damage added to attack. I think maybe that's the only one. I suppose, I guess you would. Well, no, because it's still like the same value, isn't it? It is this like the same value. Maybe it just doesn't get calculated the DPS. Oh well, whatever. Who knows? Although my physical and chaos retaliation are kind of even. I'm only at 47? What? So I'm only doing 400 physical, but 6 to 8,000 chaos. All right. Let's go back and do some inventory. And all right, so nope, and nope, and Pierce, nope, and oh, there's a. Well, I'm not selling it because it's a purple, anyways. Physical damage, Aether, nope. Let's see. Nope, nope. Ooh. But I lose so that's damn poison resistance on everything. That's gonna kick my ass. But that it's like it's a good thing. You're gone. No. No. Yeah, no. 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 I mean, I can't use it, but let's see. I would get more physical, which is good. I would lose cunning, which is bad. Spirit, which I don't really need. I'd gain offensive ability though, and I'd gain chaos. But chaos is already maxed, so Wiedersehen, sayonara. Get the fuck off my lawn. Whatever, goodbye. Adios. I get physical and chaos. I'd get not enough of essentially the same offensive ability. I'd gain the poison resist. I'd lose ether resist, which isn't good. Elementary resist wouldn't really matter. And I'd lose bleeding, which also isn't good. But what if... Was it this one? It was these ones, wasn't it? No, that wouldn't replace anything. It would only replace the poison. Or... I'd gain poison and bleeding. What am I thinking? And I would lose... Here, let's see what it looks like. That's actually not too bad. The DPS goes up slightly. And then I believe I am 18 overcapped on poison, so if I... Was it this one? No, it was... I keep forgetting what I'm looking at. Well, there was one I was looking at. No, it was this one, right? No, it wasn't this one either. Did I already sell what I was looking at earlier? I think I might have. Oh, it was these, right? Yeah, okay, so... I would gain back that ether resistance. What would I lose? I would lose some, but I wouldn't lose all since I'm... This is kind of the easier way, I suppose. That definitely evens everything out a little bit more. But I also lose the Counter-Strike Again, I lose 2 level of those. So I suppose that's not going to be a huge deal. And I gain armor. You know, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. What's my armor absorption at? It's at 90, so it does. And then this was regen and movement speed. So if I can find a way. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these. Those are staying. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. And what about this one? I would gain I would lose laceration, which I don't think that matters, but then there's the poison. It's like there's some sort of combination here that works really well. I almost think I should just build a spreadsheet and spreadsheets and shit. Okay, so as it is now. Now, if I go that way, I will lose. I wish I. How many? Oh, that's 4 things off. I should just sell that. Well, I'll keep it. Like I kept all these other things that I didn't need to keep. It's not going to matter too much. I'll probably find something better by then. Okie dokie. Purple, and I know there's more purples and more purples. And oh no, these are just. All right, now let's see what I can do. So I lost 10% armor absorption, which actually isn't great. I mean, I can eventually get that back through skills, probably. And at that point, I won't need to use the. Oh wait, I still got. Now let's focus on this first. So let's go with. Boots. Okay, there's only that, except there's something that does all armor. Pierce would probably pierce an elemental. Do I have anything that just does elemental resist? And all those are rings, armor. Fire resist. All weapons, all armor, just armor. Empower your attacks with Aether itself. Interesting. No. No, none of it really has what I'm looking for. What about leg? I just say whatever, chest and leg. I could do. Of course, that's what I have. No, I have the upgraded version of that one. Wait a minute. I wish I. Let's see. And 35 armor. And this is 35 armor and 20 absorption. 35 armor, 18 physique, 8 armor, and 8 absorption. You know, it would actually probably be. Surprise under there. Let's go look to see if there are things I haven't.
Got any more scrap metal?
Nah, that would be overkill at this point. I either want something that's all elemental, defensive ability. Now, what is the ether ward, huh? That does elemental resist, but it's not something I have because I don't have an offhand. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I'll just replace them with what I had.
Bring me back any blueprints you find.
Unless. I don't have anything in my amulets. So do I have anything that does pierce resistance? That would bring my poison up, but bleeding doesn't matter, unfortunately. Ether resistance, not worth it for 0.3. That would bring 2 up. Well, and it would, that's to pets. The fuck? I think I need to go look at everyone's stuff. Let's go talk to this guy. I know, it's kind of like
Well, is it
boring.
The world is a little safer today with damnation. Now that we're not in it, I trust that you're handling.
Let me in.
Ah, there you are. Yes, at once. Yes? Oh, good, good. you are. Nearly a century ago, a man named Oswald Hargate created the first Slith. Needless to say, all a huge mistake, and the man paid for it with a lifetime in prison. But what interests me is the how. You see, Hargate harnessed the Aether in order to perform his mutagenic experiment. If I could get my hands on his notes, perhaps I could use his knowledge of the Aether to reverse some of the damage the Ethereals have caused to the local flora and fauna. I've been searching for Hargate's lab for years, bribed the right people, even visited the prisons, and I believe I know where it is.
I know where that is.
I was in putting together next.
Yeah. Add on, even though I probably don't need it, but keep add on. Just have to deal with the resistance for now. All right, I am going to go take a quick bathroom break. Refreshed. And with who's in my what's it's a drink. And a caffeine pouch. I like these things. Better than caffeine mints. Not as good as drinks though, but less expensive. Unless we're talking coffee, but I don't really like coffee. Although someone had said if they to do something somewhat unintuitive and add a pinch of salt, and it ends up being good. I'm like, oh, you know, well,
Come, friend.
next time I try.
Right to business then. Hope nobody's been.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah, that's right. Let's go do this real fast. This is another one of those things I don't know if I just completely missed this boat here, or if it's something that only shows up in Elite or above. Why does he I have to look at the expansion date again. I need to try and get 500k before the expansion drops. That would be difficult. I'm not sure if I could do that. Not in the physical sense, but as one gets older, it's harder to just stay with one game for a long time before you kind of like, I need variety. Which is funny because considering I don't really have a huge variety of food these days, but that's more of a cost issue. Well, it's a laziness issue too. I'm glad it's a little bit cooler today. It's currently 79 degrees in my apartment, but it's still cooler outside. Yesterday it was 84 degrees in my apartment and it was hotter outside. Oh. I don't mind 84 degrees. I don't particularly like it being 84 degrees in your house. And the bigger issue is how hot it is when it's time to sleep. Like it could be 90 degrees during the day, or even 100. But if it's like warm when it's time to sleep, then it sucks. Oh, just stop it. Stop it. Yes, I'm sure you think you're being helpful, but you're not. You're just chewing on my flesh. Don't chew on my flesh. You stop it. Yeah, which is, you're not doing what you think you're doing. Come here. Come here. He thinks he's being a nice guy and preening me, but he's really just tearing off my flesh. Because he doesn't understand that I don't have feathers. No. Okay, not quite tearing off my flesh, just kind of. It's like he's pulling. It isn't. It's hard to explain. It's not quite pulling arm hair out. It's like he's biting on the pores. Yeah. Now I guess it is just more just pulling arm hair out. But he's like digging in. Like it's not just he's pulling my arm hair out. He's like trying to pull the root out too. I'm sure if anyone wanted, like, you know, to exfoliate all the hair on their arms or whatever, they would love to have a pet like him. Just let him hop around on your legs and pretty soon you'll have no more hair on your legs. Kind of hurts because unlike kind of normal hair removal, he does it very slowly, so it's kind of more like torture. But some people are into that. I need to figure out the suffixes and shit and she. But I kind of want to go clear that side first. So Cabal is chaos and poison. Cabal or Cabal or Kabul. Oh shit, but I gotta go all the way around to do that. Alright, fuck that. Money. Oh no, I'm not falling for that. Ah, stupid Windows key. I miss the days when Windows keys didn't exist. I blame Apple though, because Open Apple key, and Windows was like, "Hey, that's a good idea. Let's do that." I'm missing one. It's probably up at the beginning of that area that I missed. Let's go back and there's still a star there too. Why is there still a star there? Did I miss something? No, I didn't. But I want to clear this area out too. Bad spiders. Help, help, I'm afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of spiders. So I guess I just missed it. Unless... Unless... Do I have all his stuff? Yeah. No. What was it? It was something with an H. No. There it is. Oh, I do. Never mind. I guess I do have the first one. No, fair enough. Let's get out of here. It smells. Metal Logic. I dig this one. Sorry, I'm checking something right now. Is this already going? Okay.
Do you have something for me?
Hold on. Let me see something. What's the name? Kasparov. What happens if I keep the formula? Chance to. Okay, it doesn't say what it does, though. So I did miss this one on normal. Okay, so doesn't seem to be any sort of real other. Keeping the formula unlocks a side quest in Act 6. Okay, so Hargate Mysteries, what do I get? I will get an ethereal mutagen. Crafting materials. Oh, interesting. Otherwise, it's and that stops it right there. However, if I go to the gamble, and then it goes to Long's Voice Edge. I guess I'll give it to him on this one at least.
Do you have something for me? Oh, good. Hand it here. Let's see what old Hargate had cooked up in that lab of his. There's something on a relic he's used. That's a start. By the stars, it's all... Well, sate my curiosity. Is there something you need?
When do I get transmute? I don't even really know what transmute does. Like, it says it, but I guess you get to choose whether it's a new set or a different set. Other parts of the same set were new set pieces entirely. Lame. All right. No, that's right. All right. So let's get another one of you. Hmm. Let's get you. Was this where the rovers were? No. Let's go to. All right. Hmm. Mm-mm. Decisions. Hold on. Speaking of decisions, I wonder if. Corvin okay, that my achievement was open 30 one-shot chests. Okay. No. They're biting me. Wasps. Nice, but nope. Empowered Doom Forge. What's the void fire? Nope. No, there's this one. Yeah, there you go. You don't have to live like this. Well, I'm not sure I want to go in here. Last time this was an annoyance and a half. And it seems like these kind of bosses were the only ones that really were dangerous. Like the story bosses never really were, even when I wasn't doing well. With like even when my build was kind of iffy, spread too thin. Roar! Oh. Oh. And you may think, well, what do you mean? You just won there. No, he comes back. And I get rid of these jerks before they really... Stupid bloody archers. Oh. That was close. In fact, if I hadn't practically randomly, well, not completely randomly, if I hadn't pressed my potion button just before that happened, I probably would have died. I didn't predict it, I just felt like I needed to press the button. I should close this. There we go. I don't know. Oh, I should actually shoot. Because Restream does not show the number of people in Steam chat. All right. Okay, now that he's dead, back we go. Uh-oh. Ah. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. In quite a sudden way. And if I don't have the right window open, I can't hit the mute button in time. This way is weird. Oh, there we go. I knew there had to be something, although it was all garbage, but still. Damn it. Fucking Windows key. I don't know why I'm hitting all of them today. I think my chair shifted or something. Because I honestly haven't hit the Windows key on something like that in like a decade. So it's really weird that I kept hitting it today. Which makes me think that my chair shifted in some way without me realizing it. Oh, I know what it probably is. It's probably because I moved my monitor. Because it was a little bit off. I guess I should say I haven't hit the Windows key on accident in like a decade. I have pressed the Windows key before. Sometimes I just want to be punished, so I press the Windows key. Windows key me, daddy. Monsters. There they are. Well, that sucked. I'm sure there's hidden places in there too, but I don't want to. I love that Doom Bolt. It looks so cool. shoot at me. Where are you? There you are. Huzzah! Does it go down and around, or is there a secret entrance up there or something? Avenger. Physical damage. Lightning retaliate. I wonder if these both... That's an exit, okay. So it's a good thing I didn't go out that way. Actually, I just turn around and come back in, so I don't think it really matters. But still. What's over here? Bad skeleton. Deeper we go. That's what she said. I hate that they sit there trying to hit you through the walls. And you're like, what? Where's something attacking me? Where is it? It's also just dumb. I mean, I guess they're skeletons with no brains, but they're smart enough to use a crossbow. They're smart enough not to shoot through walls, if you ask me. Come, monster. You, come, monster. Nasty. You ever have things to do and you just don't really want to do them? Not because they're hard, just because they're really annoying. Like going down to the main office and talking to the apartment people to sign a renewed lease. I'm gonna have to do that pretty soon. I don't really want to do it because it's annoying. You know what's funny about doing this Steam streaming thing is you have to join a quote-unquote Steam broadcast beta group, implying that this Steam thing is still in beta, which is funny because we're talking almost 2 years shy of 10 years in beta for streaming through Steam. Just kind of wild. I guess it's more of a thing that they just haven't gotten around to or cared enough to do anything about it. Okay. Oh god, this is going to be annoying. He had some pretty pretty decent health leech himself. He had insane health leech, actually. You know, sometimes I have to wonder if by not picking up some of these, like I don't know how the what do you call it? transmog. What do they call it? They call it illusions here. I don't know how it works here. Like, do you have to equip it? No, you don't have. I know you don't have to equip it because I've gotten some that I just picked up, but I don't know if you have to pick them up. I don't. Like, if you get it as a drop, does it just unlock? Or do you have to pick it up and sell it? So I guess I should, because I don't know how many different items there are to look cool with, so I guess I should start picking things up and selling them. Even if they're things I'm not interested in. Oh, and speaking of, apparently Steam went down. All right, I'll find that. We'll go ahead and close it down. I just wanted to try it out, but setting it up is too clunky. Like, there's no easy way to really set it up, so it's not something I'll turn on a lot. Better make sure none of you are priests. Arcane Harmony leggings, huh? Well, the 22 damage is not bad, but no. Oh, I don't have one. That's a first. No, I'm gonna have to go make one and come back. Or just ignore it, because by then I'll probably have found another 2, 3. Because I haven't been really looking for the shrines since I've essentially finished my devotion build. I mean, technically I've finished the build. I just gotta finish leveling the skills out. Oh, I'm a flippin' genius. I could have just poured it out of there, and I'm not smart. I mean, I guess I could just go back and do I really care that much about it? What do I get next? Oh, you know what? I do care that much about it. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that you gotta make. If not, then, well, then I wasted a little extra time, which is fine, because I think I'm about done for today. I've been amping myself up to get back into Dragon's Dogma 2. Or maybe RimWorld. I know 2 completely different types of games, but it's like I feel the itch growing to play either of them. It's not quite to the point where I'm like, oh, I need to log in and especially Dragon's Dogma, since like with RimWorld I've played so much that I get back in. It's not hard for me to pick up any. Well, not much has changed, but mods, all sorts of things changed with mods. But so RimWorld's real simple to pick up. But I get back in Dragon's Dogma and I kind of like got to figure out, where am I? What am I doing? What skills do I have? How does this system even work anymore? Like I gotta genuinely relearn how to do play Dragon's Dogma 2. With RimWorld, I don't. In fact, most of the games like RimWorld, you really don't. Because even though there's complexity underneath them, kind of thing, it's like the way it's organized is very intuitive. Although some mods are like kind of wild. And with Dragon's Dogma 2, I suppose it's not as much relearning the game as just relearning the UI and where to find everything. That's kind of one of the issues Capcom games tend to seem to have. I haven't played a lot of Capcom games other than Dragon's Dogma and Monster Hunter. Okay, so Cold Stone. I am the Grim Reaper. I've come to reap your grim. Good. That would have been very embarrassing if I couldn't make it. What is this one? Oh, that's the one that I'm... Right? There we go. Oh, and oh, that was multiple worth it. Ooh. So let's see. 63 chaos. I lose that Aether resist losses is pretty big though. Reduce attack speed with it. Ooh. But then I also lose my 50% physical. And I can't even use it yet anyway, so. Oh. Devotion. Huzzah, doggo. 20 physique, 9% armor, 40% all retaliation damage. So I wonder where I'm going to throw my last one. Maybe that 30% health regen. Or 30. Never mind. This might be the way to go, though. A single point for 40% more retaliation damage. Unless I can find a single point for high enough chaos. I'm not sure. Because I get 15% more. Although that would probably do more than that retaliation damage. Although I also need to figure out the energy leech. If that also blocks damage too, then that would be a good one to have. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't block damage. I'm pretty sure it's just... Well... All right, let's... Another one here. And... Here, maybe? %90 chance to pass through enemies. Lead physical and pierce damage. Let's do that one. All right. Let's
Come see what's left of my
go through this and that'll be that. So we're keeping that. That can go. Purples, that can go. That can go. Ooh, but that does give me 2 cadence though. But I would lose 13 pierce resist, which would really hurt. 21, that would also hurt too. All right, no. Nope. Okay. Okay, so those are quest items. Let's move all you over there. Those are going in the bank, and I guess that's auto sort. I guess that's that. Throw you all in there. Go to purple and throw. I got so many worm scale footing. But I guess that, oh no, because they're not a set. Well, I guess I'll wait to see what I get when I pull them apart. Ooh, and then one last thing. Let's see. Let's look at fashion. Anything new and anything new? Cool. These look like they're new, but they're kind of dorky, honestly. I still like that one, except for the fact that it doesn't have a back on it. Interesting. All right, we're just going to stick with that one. What about weapons? Anything new? Different style of... It'd be cool if they had that one in kind of like a different color. I do like the spirit weapons too, but I don't like the fact that they're always blue. Like I like a red one because I'm doing the chaos damage. There's the fiend skin jacket. Nasty. That one's actually pretty damn good. Maybe I'll change to wearing black or black and gold. That one's not bad either. I don't like the too much sparklies is too much sparkly. Like, I generally tend to like it just limited to weapons, honestly. I do like that one, just not for him. Not for my Chaos Witchblade guy. So maybe redo it with that one. What the hell is this? Those are the Witchblade ones. That'd be cool if they didn't have the blue, because that clashes. Oh, there we go. That's the... Yeah, that's the red version of them. What was this originally? I don't even remember, so...
Let's see what I can do here.
And the pants don't matter too much since you can't really tell. But whatever. There you go, back to kind of my old look. Till I decide to go over to the black outfit or whatever. But you know, everyone does. Black is, and I understand why. Black is easy to coordinate, but as is white too. But white's a little too wholesome for most people. Anyways, that's that. Maybe well, let's see where I am at for kills now. 49,000. So I want to say that was like 3,000 kills today or something. So that was really the greatest monster. She was pretty weak, honestly. But may turn the stream back on a little bit later if I decide to give streaming Dragon's Dogma 2 a shot. But if it looks too horrible, I probably won't. Or if it destroys my computer, also I won't. But until then, I'm out of here.